The shell or picot hem is delicate scallops that can be a decorative element added to the edges of your projects. Using a specific stitch on your sewing machine can make doing the shell hem quick and easy. The shell hem can be added to necklines, sleeve hems, or even regular hems anywhere you have a folded edge. Just realize it's done at the last stage of garment construction after everything is finished, including regular hems. Because of this, you can also do this technique on ready-to-wear garments that have been purchased instead of sewn. This technique works best on light to mid-weight knits like t-shirts. You can attempt this on lightweight woven fabrics, but the results seem too subtle. In this case, it might be better to do it by hand. You can see a link in the description for hand stitching a shell edge on woven fabric. First, choose the garment and area that you want to add the shell hem. Again, this is going to be an area that has already been hemmed because a shell hem is more decorative and not meant to finish raw edges. If sewing knit like a t-shirt, choose a ballpoint needle and you can use a regular presser foot. You'll want to choose a stitch like this, which is the same one I like to use for overcasting. Your stitch width should be the highest number. In my case, this is a 6. The stitch length is going to be any number between 1 and 3. The smaller the number, the smaller the shells. I'll choose 2 for my stitch length. Your thread tension is going to be the highest number because we want the thread to be pulled to create the indent on the fabric. In my case, this is a 9. Also, if sewing on knit fabric and you have the option, loosen the presser foot pressure a little bit so it doesn't stretch the knit fabric while sewing. If you can't adjust this, you can also use a walking foot. The needle will move back and forth like a zigzag stitch. When it goes down on the right, it should be just along the outside of the folded edge of the fabric. Once everything is lined up, start sewing. If you're doing something like a hem or neckband, you're going to go all the way around this area and stop when you overlap with your starting stitches. Here's what it looks like on my sample. I used a contrasting thread color so you can easily see my stitches, but it will look a lot nicer if you match your thread color. But you can see the edge is now scalloped. Here's what it looks like with different thread lengths. A thread length of 1, 2, and 3. You can see the size of the shell gets bigger as you increase the stitch length setting. Choose whichever one you prefer. And that's how easy it is to add a shell hem. Again, you can also do this to clothes you purchased if you want. It's a fun edge that makes it a little more special. Our book, Professor Pincushion's Beginner Guide to Sewing, Garment Making for Nervous Newbies, is now available to order. Go to professorpincushion.com/books or click on the link in the description to see a list of vendors where you can purchase it.